Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trickett. And yes, this is another amazing edition, guys, of Wake Up with Trickett. And I salute the greatness and the divinity in each and every one of you. Amazing, exceptional, extraordinary, loving, divine beings. Okay, so with that being said, guys, thank you for your likes. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your love and support. And thank you for helping grow this family and us work together here. So it's amazing. So with that being said, let's just jump right into this today. Hey guys, um, I know you always hear me talk about, you got to protect your energy and stuff like that. And I just want to give you some examples of like what I mean and why I say that. And the reason why, one of the main reasons is because you have a lot of dysfunctional people, right? That try to put their ways on you, meaning like if you don't accept my ways, like if you don't accept my dysfunctional ways, right? As being normal because they're normal for me because I've accepted these dysfunctional ways as being normal. If you don't do that, and then you're crazy, or they'll start talking negative about you and all this type of stuff because they're dysfunctional. Broken people, they do broken things, right? Hurt people. You know how it goes, right? Negative energy looks for another negative energy to attach to. You know what I'm saying? Negative people never look for positive people. Like, let me go find somebody that's doing great in life and attach myself to them. The only way they do that is when they want to just suck the life out of you so they can now feed off of your energy that you just had, and now you just give it them, some juice because they're working off your energy, and now they feel like they have a little motivation to do something with. You know what I'm saying? And that person right there would be called a energy vampire because they just feed off of people that are high vibing because they're low vibing, so they can, it's almost like trying to manipulate who they really are so they can like get into an energy zone that they really are not in because naturally they're low vibing at this point in their life anyway. And so, they'll try to feed off you, all off your ways, or become a copycat or whatever, imitate whatever, because they're trying to connect to that higher frequency, which is all good and well and done if they have good intentions. Because as you know, everything is, what is your intentions? When you pray, what's your intentions? Like, what is the whole reason why you're praying? What's the whole reason? I mean, once again, you got a lot of people that'll try to convince you that their craziness is normal. So you'll have people that'll, you have people that will say, for instance, and I have nothing whatsoever against any religious folks of whatever sect you guys are from. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against anyone. Doesn't mean I agree, no, but I have nothing against no one because I'm sending love and light. So I have nothing against. We could always agree to disagree, right? Okay. So you have people that are sitting what? In church, right? I'm just going to give you guys some examples of protect your energy from these type of dysfunctional people that try to mask their self like if it's normal, but it's not. Because they're unhappy deep down too. Trust me. You'll have people that'll like, let me say, I just got thrown out. Okay, they will be sitting in church, right? But then, you know, their ways won't be matching. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, but then you're sitting in church praying to God, right? Giving your tithe and offering. You're doing all the motions, all the steps, because it takes nothing to do the steps. What is it to do the steps? Get up in the morning and show up somewhere for what, an hour? Unless you're at, somewhere else, and it may be even longer, but it doesn't matter. But you're just doing the steps saying that's nothing. You've already been threatened if you don't do that, and then you're the devil, you're this, you're that, you're everything else from these same dysfunctional people that when you see them with their mask on, they're like, look, play the game. Play the game. I play the game all the time. We're here, we're going to pretend that we're one way. But then when we get out to the car, I'm cussing you out. I'm lying on you, I'm cheating on you. Well, we just got out of church, but we got to play it off while we're in church because in front of our peers. But what peers? The same people that are broken just as bad as you are, that's playing the same game that you're playing too. And they're trying to play it off in front of you, and you're trying to play it out in front of them, and both of you guys are all broken, all for the majority. For the majority, I'll give that little small percentage that some people actually got their stuff together. But for the majority, they're broken, shattered pieces. All right? Like, I don't get it. But then this is the game. Let's all put on our little, masquerade mask and go to the masquerade ball, because we're not going to church, right? We're going to the masquerade ball because we're all wearing a mask, right? It's Halloween every day for us, right? Hi. Exactly. Because it's hard for you to just be real. It's hard for you to be true. How do you know who you are when you've been wearing a mask for so long? So you're sitting up in church, but then again, you have racial issues. Jesus had, I didn't read that verse. Excuse me, ma'am, Mr. Religious person from whatever sect background you are. When you get done swearing and cursing, can you just tell me, where's the race issues at? I know the Bible exceptionally well. I have never lost the battle when it came to defending the Most High against anyone. Anyone. So, put it out there if you know it. You know what I found out? Most people don't know it. They're just wearing the mask. They can't even defend the God that they say they love. They haven't even studied enough to even know how to defend him. So they're just operating off of fear. They're operating off of a lot of just plastic. They're plastic people. These are the same people that will talk bad about you, but then in church, they're like, oh yes, I went and served the Lord today. But then again, like I said, you have race issues or something. How do you have race issues when you didn't even make yourself, when God made the person? So now you are so unjust in your dysfunctional thinking that you now have issues with people that had no say on how they look or anything like that. On how they look, they had no say. Your blame should be at the God you say you serve, but because you don't serve a true God, you're weak, your prayers are weak, you have no power. These are the same people that will have to call somebody, try to set you up, or physically do something to touch you because they're like, I don't have no gifts, I don't have no spiritual abilities. I'm not connected to God to where if I ask something, he's gonna come. No, I'm fake. I'll go through all the motions, but I'm powerless. You're just powerless. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. But then again, you live a life like that, and you live in your little small square world with a very few people that are all dysfunctional like you, and anyone that does not think like you. Now, this is where the control comes in, because now I got to have control. Because, we're leaning real close to being a narcissist, okay? Because now I got to have control. What do you mean you don't believe what I believe? What do you mean you believe it? What do you believe all people are equal? Or you see everyone, it's just like God's people or creation? Or what do you mean? Yeah, we read that in church, but you really believe that garbage? You better not be doing this and that, and you hear all this little stuff. That's the devil. Surprise! That's the devil. Whoever it is, that's the devil. That's your demon. That's the person under demonic spirits. They can't fade me. They should be more worried about me. Truly. I will never worry about them. They're too weak. Too weak. Oh, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't come up against a giant with some low vibrational garbage and act like you're going to really be shooting off missiles that's going to affect him. It's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. I don't care how many people you get together. I don't care how many witches get together, how many covens get together. I don't mean how many of your friends get together. I don't care how much negativity you could put on that individual. If that individual is strong spiritually, you won't be able to affect that person. Not in the way you want to, anyway. So I'm saying, so you have all these people. You have people like this, right? So they're putting on a mask. They're pretending they're one way, or they're in a relationship. The relationship's garbage, fighting, cheating, stealing, whatever. It's garbage, right? Set you up, you set me up. I cheat on you, I'll cheat on you. You know, it's just the devil. Like, really, where's God at in that relationship, right? People, I don't know where they're looking for the devil at. I don't know. Maybe if I show them a little something, they'll say I'm the devil. I don't know. These people are so dysfunctional, no peace in their home, no peace in their life. They're not balanced, unhappy the majority of their time. They're not friendly. They're not kind to everyone. They're selective because they're broken, shattered, and wearing a mask. Bah! And they want you to agree or to accept their dysfunctional ways. How crazy. Hey, come on, join the team and be crazy like me. I mean, don't you see how unhappy I am? Don't you want to be unhappy too? Don't you see how broken my situation is? Well, don't you want a broken relationship in a situation like mine? Don't you see how I get cheated on, how I get disrespected, how nobody never respects me, how I never get the respect I'm looking for, the honor I'm looking for? Don't you want that? Well, if you don't do what I do, or if you don't believe like I believe, and you could just get out of here, man, I'm running. You don't even have to say get out. You won't even finish the sentence, I'll already be gone. You're gone. I'm done. I don't want it. I don't want to look like you. I don't. Not the low vibrational you anyway. I don't. I'd rather be by myself in peace. Listen, always peace at my house. No fighting, no bickering, no issues. Always. Can you say the same? That's a consistency for me here. Can you say the same? There's more smiles and frowns here. Can you say the same? There's just the low vibrational, living. Just it's not here, not here. Can you say the same? Hopefully you can, because if not, you'll be having people trying to suck you in to their low vibrational life. I'm telling you, and make you think that it is normal. Here's another one. How many stories do we hear? Someone dies, and then the relatives that were just crying at the funeral, just, yes, Lord, now trying to steal your inheritance. What's going on with all the church folks? Everybody looking for the devil. Tell them to just look in the mirror. Bam, surprise. How can you do all this negativity and what is that, God? How can you do the cheating, the lying, and then what is that, God? I mean, what are you judging off of? What are you basing off of? These people will never judge you by the Bible because they don't even know it. They're going to give you what they feel. The first thing they'll tell you is, well, I don't believe in it. It'll be them. So what? You don't wake me up either. Banish you. I'll banish you. For me anyway. Our paths will never cross. You'll wonder how that happened. I'm telling you, I don't need your low vibration of any kind. I'm sorry you don't value your energy. You don't value who you are. You look in the mirror and you don't see yourself as being awesome, great, as you should, as you were meant to be. So you bought into somebody else's lie, somebody else's low vibrational story about you that told you that you were no good, that told you that you'll never be anything, that told you, if you don't do what I say or if you don't listen to me, I'm going to cut you off or whatever. Everybody's always trying to threaten someone, right? Because that's the only energy they have to work out of. That's why I don't care about nobody's threat, man. Keep that junk. You better find somebody low vibrational like you that's still operating. That's still operating that little 3D low vibrational way. But don't get it twisted. It ain't like, So I'm just saying. We'll just leave it there. We want to keep this right. We want to keep the energy high, right? Don't let anybody suck you in to their dysfunctional low vibrational life. making, they can't accept you for who you are unless you are who they want you to be. That's a narcissist. That is someone, that's a demon. That's a devil right there. That's the devil. If you get people and they're sitting around talking about people, oh man, I can't stand her, I can't stand him, they think they're all that, and you're like, oh, well, what did they do to you? Oh, well, they didn't really do anything. I'm just saying, I just don't like the way they are. And that's a witch or a warlock, depending if it's a man or a girl. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they say they go to church. So that's a witch that goes to church. You're a witch. I rebuke you. Bam. What power you got? Bring it. You don't have none. Zero. None. You're a witch. You got negative talk, you got low vibration, you got negative energy, and that's at best. And then you got to do something retarded to get yourself in trouble, and you're caught up by the law because you have to do something in the physical to push whatever you need done because you have no spiritual power, no godly connection, no spiritual gifts, nothing, nada, nothing. You got nothing. Zero. Nothing. Until you get out of that low vibrational energy, you have nothing. Except for more heartache, more low vibrational consequences. You know what I'm saying? So don't let people suck you in, guys, to I'm unhappy, be like me. Wait a minute. Let me put my mask on. I'm happy now, be like me. And you're like, man, I know you're fake. I'm just hanging out with you because I don't have nobody to hang out with. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I mean, don't you want true happiness? Don't you want true happiness? Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be with somebody that you want to be with right now? Don't you want to be somewhere where you want to be at right now? Don't you want to be doing something that would make you happy right now? And not just living it in your mind. I'm just going to think about it. And question it and think about it and